Bismillahi, assalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair wa bika nasta'inu ya fattahu ya fattahu ya fattahu. Allahumma faqihna fid din. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hope you are all doing well. Today I'm making this video for lesson number 9, and alhamdulillah, in the previous 8 lessons we learned 3 types of words in Arabic grammar, and we also learned 4 properties of an ism. And through these lessons we know that an individual ism is described in terms of 4 things: status, number, gender, and type. So when we describe an ism, we describe as in terms of status, number, gender, and type. So in a way, we have achieved a basic understanding of individual ism. From now on, inshallah, we are going to learn how different isms are grouped together. How two isms combine together to form a compound, and how one ism combines with another type of word, like harf, how an ism combines with harf. So combination of 2 or more ism, or one ism combined with another type of word, for example, harf. These combinations sometimes doesn't make complete sentence. They are part of a sentence. That's why they are called fragments of a sentence, or you can call that these are like phrases. So there are different types of these compounds. Some compounds are formed by combining 2 isms. Some compounds or fragments are interchangeable terms. So some compounds are formed by combining 2 isms, and some compounds are formed by the combination of 1 ism and 1 harf. So in this lesson, inshallah, we are going to focus on the first type of fragment or the compound, which is called fragment of Idafa. Fragment of Idafa is called, in Arabic, it's called Murakkab-e Idafi. And in this specific combination, 2 isms are combined in terms of ownership or some kind of relationship. So first thing, it's a combination of 2 isms. Both the words that are in the compound or the fragment are ism. One ism that comes first is called Mudaf. The second one is called Mudaf ilaih. So so one ism is the owner, the first one. The second one, Mudaf ilaih, is the owner, while the other one is either owned or related to Mudaf ilaih. So the relationship, the nature of correspondence between the 2 isms is either ownership or some kind of relationship. So this is to show how the compound is made. One ism, which is called Mudaf, which comes first, combines with another ism, which is called Mudaf ilaih, and both combine to form a fragment of Idafa or Murakkab-e Idafi. Murakkab, we know that it's one which is composed or one which is assembled. So this compound is composed of Mudaf and Mudaf ilaih. And Idafa literally means related to hosting or harboring. So practically, this Murakkab Idafi have something having something in relationship or ownership. Mudaf ilaih is either own the mudaf, or mudaf ilaih is either related to the mudaf. Okay. So first thing, mudaf is the one that is owned. It comes first in the combination, and in the translation, it is the word before of. Like if I say book of Allah. So book is the mudaf because it is owned or related to Allah. And the word that is coming after of is mudaf ilaih, which is the owner or the possessor. Okay. So mudaf ilaih is the owner who possesses something. It comes later in the combination, and in the meaning, it is the word after of. Okay, so now before there are rules about for mudaf and mudaf ilaih both. So there are a specific grammar rule for mudaf and mudaf ilaih. But before going into the details of rules, first I would like to tell you and remind you about one thing that we learned in lesson number 4 when we were learning light versus heavy ism. Remember, I told you that there are 4 reasons for an ism to be in light form. So there are 4 reasons in grammar in which the ism has to be in light form. The first reason is being a mudaf. If an ism is a mudaf, that's the ism that is owned or the word before of, it has to be light in form, always light. No light means no tanween at the end and no extra noon sound. And the second reason for an ism to be in light form is partly flexible ism. You know, for example, we learned in lesson 5, partly flexible ism. You know that all female names, they don't take tanween at the end, only take single sound like Mariamu, Zainabu, and there are other types also, types of ism also that are partly flexible. The third reason for an ism to be light is being munada, the ism who is being called. For example, Ya Khalidu, Ya Bilalu. You know, in Arabic, all Arabic male names, they have tanween at the end. Khalidun, Bilalun, Muhammadun. So, but when we call someone, Ya Khalidu, when we call someone, then it has to be in the lighter form. Okay, so this is the third reason. And the fourth reason is for when it's a categorical negation or rendering exclusivity or emphasis. This thing is this is called la nafia lil jins. And la nafia lil jins, a very common, very obvious example is la ilaha, right? Where like this type of lighter form of an ism you will see just after la. La nafia lil jins, la. If you have you see la and there's an ism after that which is light and nasab, mansoob ism. Like la ilaha. Ilaha is ending in fatha. Ilaha ending in fatha. So la ilaha, it's a categorical negation. There is no deity, absolutely no deity, illallah, except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the fourth reason in which The ism that is coming with la nafiya lil jins has to be in light form. But at the moment, our focus is on mudaf. Mudaf, which is the first part of compound of idafa or fragment of idafa. Mudaf, which is the first word, has to be in light form. Always has to be in light form. Okay. Now, this slide is about rules for idafa or murakkab idafi. So mudaf, which is the first word in the compound, that is the owned ism or the word before of. It comes first in the combination and should always be light. There shouldn't be any tanween or any extra noon sound at the end. The second rule is there shouldn't be al at the beginning of this word. So no al, no tanween. Okay, it should be in light form and there shouldn't be any al at the beginning of this word. Okay, and the type of mudaf, the type of the first word in the combination, whether it's a nakira or marifa, the type is determined by the type of mudaf ilaih. Mudaf ilaih, the ism that is the owner or the word after of. So the ism that is the owner determines the type of both mudaf and mudaf ilaih. So if mudaf ilaih is marifa, then mudaf is also marifa. If mudaf ilaih is nakra, then mudaf is also nakra. Okay, mudaf ilaih, which is the second one, comes later in the combination, is always jar in status. Jar, always jar. And if mudaf ilaih is marfa, mudaf is also marfa. One thing that is also important about mudaf ilaih is that in a sentence or in when you read the Quran and you see two ism coming together in the ayat, if they are mudaf ilaih, they come in succession. They come just after each other. No word in between mudaf and mudaf ilaih. No other word in between mudaf ilaih. So that's about rules of this compound, murakkab idafi or fragment of idafa. And this is the last line that is over here. This is the short form of all these rules. Like mudaf has to be light, no alif lam. Right? Mudaf has to be light and no alif lam. Right? For mudaf, it has to be light, no alif lam. And for mudaf ilaih, which is following the mudaf, it has to be a jar ism. Mudaf ilaih has to be a jar ism. So this is the abbreviated form of all these rules. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. So we just learned the rule of mudaf and mudaf ilaih. And in this exercise, we are going to apply those rules and see how these rules work. These rules work in these examples. Okay. So these are the examples of murakkab idafi or fragment of idafa. And look, always there is a ownership or the relationship. Sister of Hamid or Hamid's sister as a relationship, and book of Allah, messenger of Allah, my book, ayat of the book. These are all ownership, relationship of ownership, right? Okay, so this is book of Allah, which is book of Allah or Allah's book, right? So which one is the owner? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is coming in the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is coming in Murakab Idafi, the second one, Mudaf ilaih, right? So the second word in this compound is the owner. Okay, let's see first word. First word is Mudaf, is always Mudaf. Let me take the marker. So first one is Mudaf, and the second one in the combination, Lafz Jalala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is Mudaf ilaih. Okay, let's take the first one, Mudaf. So what's the rule for Mudaf? Rule for Mudaf is no alif lam. Light, it has to be light and no alif lam. So is it light? Do you see a tanween or extra noon sound? No, this is just oo sound. One dhamma, right? Kitabu, kitabu, so ending sound and no tanween, single dhamma sound. So this is light. Do you see al? No, there is no al. So it is mudaf. Okay. For mudaf ilaih, the condition is that it has to be a jar ism. Always it has to be a jar ism. So lafz jalala Allahi is ism, right? This is ism and this is jar. So mudaf ilaih is lafz jalala Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the second one again. Do you see al over here? The rule for mudaf is no al and it has to be light. Do you see al here? No. So one condition is fulfilled. The other condition is it has to be light. Yes, it is light because only dhamma is there, no tanween, right? So this is light and no alif lam. The second word that is coming is ism and it is jar. So Rasulullahi is Murakkabe Idafi or fragment of Idafa. The third one is actually Kitabi is a combination of Kitabu plus Ya, which is pronoun. Okay. So this is an attached pronoun and this type of attached pronoun is jar in status. Inshallah, we are going to learn in next few lessons these zamir or pronoun. So kitabu, which is the first word, it is light because it is just dhamma and there is no al. So it is light, and the ya, which is attached form, and it is the jar form of I, pronoun I. Okay, so yes, this is combination of idafa or fragment of idafa. Then we have ukhtu hamidin. So ukhtu, sister, hamidin, Hamid sister of Hamid. So ukhtu, obviously there's no al and this is light. So ukhtu hamidin. Hamidin is in jar status, right? So and the mudaf ilaih can be heavy, like hamidin. This is tanween. So there is nothing like, mudaf ilaih has to be, has also, no. Mudaf ilaih can be heavy. Only mudaf has to be light, no alif lam. Light, light, no alif lam. No alif lam. No alif lam. Mudaf has to be always light and no alif lam, and mudaf ilaih has always be jar, but it can be heavy. Okay, always jar, always jar, always jar, always jar in status. If I say mudaf ilaih has to be jar in status, am I saying anything about mudaf? About status? No, I'm not saying that it has to be jar or rafa or nasab about the first one, the mudaf one. So mudaf can be either rafa, nasab or jar. But it has to be light. It has to be light. No tanween, no extra noon sound, and no al. Okay. So let me erase this thing. And inshallah, we are going to do some exercise, some identification in the ayat, in the Quranic ayat also. Then it will be clear, inshallah. Clearer, matlab. I mean, it would clarify. Okay, so this is first. These are first few ayat of Surah Mu'min or Surah Ghafir. Both names are for the same surah. And with this exercise, inshallah, I'm going to show you how you can identify fragment of Idafa or this Murakkab Idafi in Quran. So over here, okay. So first thing you need to see, you need to identify. First step is identify a jar ism, right? You need to identify a jar ism. So that would be your mudaf ilaih, right? So jar ism, first step is, identify a jar ism. Okay. Then what do you, the second step is, see the word before it. Okay, you identify al-kitabi is jar in status, Allahi is jar in status, a-zambi is jar in status, a-tawbi is jar in status, right? So you just identify one ism that is jar in status, and then see the word before it. Is the word before it ism? Hold on. You need to see if the word before it is ism. Yes. Yes. Okay. If you find that ism is the word before jar ism is another ism. Okay. Then you are going to see The first ism is live and no al. Okay. The word before al-kitabi is jar ism, and you are looking at the word before it, tanzil. Yes, this is also ism. And then you are going to ask whether it's a light form, tanzilu. Yes, this is light. And does it have al? No al. So all conditions are fulfilled. The second word is which is mudaf ilayh is jar in status, and the first word is the first ism is light, no alif lam. So this is fragment of idafa. This is fragment of idafa. Okay, so Allah. Okay, now again, let's do the same exercise, the same steps with this, with lafz jalala Allahi here. Allahi is jar ism. Okay, first step. Yes. Then you see the word before it. Is it an ism? Min. Min means from. From. So it's not an ism. It's harf. So we know that fragment of idafa or murakkab idafi is a combination of two ism, not one ism and one harf. So this is not murakkab idafi. So I didn't highlight it. Okay. Now now this one, Azizi, right? No, this is another type of combination. Okay, this Azambi, this is jar, and this is jar ism, right? Azambi, and look, mudaf ilayh, the second one in the combination is always jar, okay, and it can take al because this is mudaf ilayh. This one is mudaf. Hold on. Yes, this one is mudaf ilayh. And then this, the first one. Now you look at the word before this jar ism. This word is ghafir is ism, the one who covers, right? The one who covers. So this is ism, and is it light? Ghafiri, light. Do you see in sound here? No, you don't see. So this is light, light. Do you see al before it? No. No alif lam. So this is mudaf. This is mudaf. So ghafiri is mudaf and zambi is mudaf ilayh. So this is fragment of this. Ghafir is zambi is fragment of izafa. Same is here. Like at-tawbi is jar ism, and before that qabili is also ism, the one who accepts. Qabili, the one who accepts. So again, qabili, no in sound, only e sound, and no al. So this is also fragment of idafa or murakkab idafi, right? Same goes with ayatillahi, qawmu mudaf. Why? Because it's light, no alif lam. Nuhin is mudaf ilayh, which is jar ism. So nuhin is heavy, hin in sound, but this is mudaf ilayh. So mudaf ilayh can be heavy, right? Right? Mudaf ilayh can be heavy. Only the first one should be light, no alif lam. Light, no alif lam. Okay, so these are all I pointed out for you. Inshallah, we are going to learn more and more in our interactive session. One thing, one important thing over here, look, these are all I pointed out the this compound Murakabe Idafi, all these green one, right? So look, uh, look at the Mudaf, Tanzilu. This this Mudaf is which status? Tanzilu. Which status? This Mudaf is U sound, Rafa status, right? Okay. Ghafiri. This is also Mudaf, the first one in the combination, but the status is Jar. Ghafiri. Qabili. Jar status. Okay. Ayati. Ayati. So either this is Jar, right? Because Fi is before it. So Jar. Then Kullu. Kullu. U sound. Rafa. Qamu. Rafa. Kalimatu. Rafa. Ashabu. Rafa. So we saw that we just observed that mudaf can be rafa, jar, rafa, and even nasab. Mudaf can be rafa, nasab, or jar. Only mudaf ilaih should be always jar in its status. The second one in the combination should always be jar in its status. Look, al-kitabi, az-zambi, at-tawbi, Allahi, ummatin, nuhin, annari, and Rabbi. Okay, so these are like I just pointed out that mudaf can be rafa, nasab, and jar, but mudaf ilaih we know that that's a rule that mudaf ilaih should always be jar in status, and mudaf ilaih can be heavy. Mudaf, mudaf should the first one mudaf, the first one mudaf should always be light and no alif lam. Okay, and I also told you that the type of mudaf is determined by the type of mudaf ilaih, right? So tanzilu, we cannot say that it's a nakra or marfa because we don't see un sound. It cannot be heavy. So we don't see un sound and there's no al. So we cannot say whether it's a marfa or nakra, common or proper. But al-kitabi, mudaf ilaih. Okay, what is the type of mudaf ilaih? Because of al, it is proper. So mudaf ilaih is proper, so the mudaf is also proper. Okay. Over here, ghafiri. So the type we cannot say, but we are going to see for telling the type of the mudaf, we are going to look at the mudaf ilaih. Az-zambi. Az-zambi is starting with al. So because of al, it's proper. So this is proper. Mudaf ilaih is proper. So the mudaf is also proper or marifa. Okay. Over here, nuhin. Nuhin is proper noun, marifa. Okay. Proper noun. So this is marifa. So because this is marifa, so the type of omo or mudaf is also marifa. Okay. So that's how we determine the type of mudaf by knowing the type of mudaf ilaih. So that's the end of lesson 9. If you have questions, you can ask me in the group. And inshallah, we are going to do further exercise like this one and this Surah An-Nas. in our interactive session, inshallah. So till the next lesson, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.